Yeah. Rankins late. Yeah. Fucking Q and Costa. Unusual for this time. Normally it's a kind of an open space, a blank canvas, if you will. They clear. Look. I'm not saying that I am in some way a biblical figure. Maybe I am. You know, it usually is a little bit like, you know, that scene in like the Bible and stuff. Don't know which one it was, the old one, where Moses, you know, who's he got with him? Israelites or someone, I don't know. Some ragtag crew of misfits. And anyway, there's a load of water and stuff in the way. So he fucking jogs it on, doesn't he? He fucking clear off your slag, your watery slag. Get out. And anyway, the Red Sea's part and so on and so forth. It's not unlike that normally when I get in there, people just sort of dive out of the way. I guess it could be to do with the smell. It's possible. Maybe they just don't want the risk, don't want to run the risk of association. It's very possible. They don't want to, you know, potentially be tarnished with the threshold brush. Tarnished with the lobster brush. It's not for everyone. I appreciate that. It's not for everyone. It's not for your everyday, your everyday Susan, your everyday Michael, you know, your everyday Philip. It's not for them. You know, they don't understand what it takes to be part of the LDC. You know, obviously the abuse that, you know, we suffer from our friends and family that don't agree with our lifestyle choices. You know, marginalised by society. And, you know, it's, you know, it is a form of racism towards lobsters. I would say that is what it is. So a lot of people, you know, they don't want to be associated with it. You know, there's a sign on the door says no dogs, no lobsters. I'm going anywhere though. You know, fuck the system. Yeah, they never keep me down. Not the feathery one. Hell no. I don't know. I don't know if I told you, but I was assaulted again by the same seagull later on Friday. Would you believe? I was this time. The catalyst was Greg's Festive Bake. So it's clear that the seagulls have a similarly low quality tasting food than I do. It was later on in the day, maybe 4ish. Me and Haley had been out Christmas shopping, that sort of malarkey. And we were returning back, and I thought, I haven't had a festive bake this season. And are they as good as I remember? No, I had remembered inaccurately. They're pretty bad actually, but it's always worth having one just to remind yourself. Always either too hot or too cold. So it's either just like, well, it's just not really hot enough, or yeah. But then you don't stop eating. You don't go, oh, I'm just going to wait for that to cool down. No. It just keeps going. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Too greedy for my own good. Anyway, same fucking seagull, I presume, white, feathery, a cunt. I know they all look the same, you know, and it's okay to say that. But he fucking went for me again. They've got a little fucking rig going now. They've got a little routine now, sitting on top of the lamppost at the clock tower by the Costa, fucking probably selling drugs, probably selling stolen drugs. You know, just some low quality hashish, some soap bar that they've stolen off some students, something like that. They're shotting that out, overpriced, selling it to boomers. Boomers buying drugs. God, there was always like one kid whose dad wanted you to get some weed for him, and you just knew you could just run him ragged. Like, how much is that going to be? That's 40 quid an eighth. 40, and it's good, is it? Oh yeah, it's great. And then just some sort of horrendous African bushweed or something. It is about, I don't know, just under a teeth. There you are, 40 quid, you fucking boomer. There was always one. Oh, yeah, you look like cool, groovy kids. Yeah, come on, man. Can you get us some weed? How much do the kids buy these days? Like a kilo or something? Fuck off, boomer. Give me 40 quid and I'll give you a spliff's worth. Okay, groovy, man. Keep rocking in the free world, yeah? Fucking boomers. Unbelievable. Chinese weed was what? Yeah. Yeah. It was bad. Or just something that was mainly sticks. Just something that was mainly sticks and seeds. Yeah, man, smoke the sticks as well. Sticks are the best bit. Seeds as well. Wow, be careful. Oh, boy. Damp it out as well. Hilarious. Guys, look. 10 past already. That's the good thing about starting late. You can just, first 5 minutes of the show covered. Just decent. I'm on the espressos at the moment. No one is interested in my lifestyle choices, but I will continue to push them upon you. Doing a bit of gotta lose some fucking weight, man. Basically sitting down too much. That's not good because working my fingers to the bone. Sitting down too much, not living right, not eating right, not living right, not been to the gym enough, not fucking doing it, feeling like shit, feeling anxious all the time. So it's time to fucking sort things out. Start, lose a bit of weight, lose a bit of bloody weight. It's easy enough, yeah. Just eat 1 meal a day of predominantly only protein, no carbs. Just eat a whole big fucking portion of meat a day. 1 meal, and then nothing else. You have black coffee in the day, that's it. Fucking fat will melt off you. Believe you me. So we'll see. Christmas period, perfect time to lose a little bit of weight, I think. It's really nice when people come out, I can't, I'm on a diet. You fucking what? Nah, it'd be alright. Anyway, I'm trying to lose 10 kilos. I think that seems like a reasonable amount of weight to lose. You put a rucksack on with 10 kilos in, you're having no fun. You carry that around with you. Anyway, guys, that's a bit of fun about my life. Let's start the show. Welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. It's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee Memes, FM. So it turns out that when you have the Costa, just the espresso, and you really just have in the cold light of day, the cold, stark, harsh reality of daylight, just have it on your, it is fucking dog shit. When you don't have it thinned out with about half a gallon of milk, yeah, it's rough. Cafe Nero one's not the end of the world, but like, oh god, it's not. Mm. 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 Oh, it's not great. Not great, man. Not great. Chode says the best way to lose weight is just buy more gear. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I think that, the amphetamine diet has long been, a diet of the rich and the famous. Easy way to get it off, suppress the appetite, just, get more done. It's nice. Crack diet as well. Fantastic. I mean, why buy food when you can buy crack? And then you have that urgency about you, to really get stuff done, to get more crack. It's, you can combine. This is the clever, this is life. Okay, guys, life hack. Yeah. How to get more done and lose weight at the same time. Stop eating and just do drugs. Yeah, just do uppers. So you can do nose bag, you can do hurry up, and you can do wonk. Okay, but no smoky puffs. Yeah, no mushies. No gummies. No. I don't think of any more boomer nomenclature for drugs. Performance and just get on the roids as well. That'll probably help, won't it? I don't know. Who knows? Some naughty bits in the news today. Stripper had sex with boyfriend's disabled Star Wars obsessed son and then decapitated him. This is from the Metro rather than the Smoking Gun, which feels like it should be its natural home. That's rough. Thousands of Brussels sprouts spill out all over the road. putting Christmas dinners at risk. Oh no, that is an outrage. Forensic scientist fired after being caught having sex with corpse. Brazilian police says, isn't that like a perk of the job though? You know, victimless crime, surely. Apparently not. Obama says women are indisputably better than men. Well, I've looked at the data. You'll see. Once you get into the data, that's the conclusion that everybody's coming to. Okay, nice one, Obama. Who cucked you, man? Who was it? Michelle? She cucked you good, boy. She cucked you real good. I thought he was one of the bros. Shame. Press F to pay respect, guys. Press F to pay respect. No, that's 9-year-old Belgium child prodigy, Lawrence Simmons, has dropped out of university. Fucking loser. Fucking loser. 9-year-old, you fucking drop out. Fucking loser. No, it turns out he wanted to get his bloody degree in electrical engineering before the age of 10, which is in a week. They were like, chill, young champ. Chill. It's not going to happen. You can get it by middle of next year. And he's like, yeah, but then I won't be the first one to get one under 10. They're like, listen, young king, don't wish your life away. Little brother, little hero. Come on, little legend. Here he is. Little legend. Little heartthrob. You're wishing your life away, little buddy. You're wishing your life away. You don't want to end up like our Greta here, telling people that we should be murdering politicians, It's not the way to go. Put them up against the wall. Who's writing her speeches? Someone should, really? We're going down that route? We should be putting politicians up against the wall? Is that the turn of phrase we should be using? Right, okay. Sort this climate mess out, or we'll kill a lot of you bourgeois scum. Right, okay, sorry, Greta. Yep, all right, we'll get a fucking groove on. Yeah, sorry for stealing your childhood. Would you like the front cover of Time magazine? How about a Nobel Prize? Please, Greta, please. Who else do we have? Ellie Goulding, among drivers filmed saving car pushed sideways down dual carriageway. That looks like a bit of fun, doesn't it? There's Goulding there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Excited dog rescued after driving owner's car into pond. Well, that dog is infinitely more rock and roll than you or I. Just think about that, yeah? If you're still in bed, right? You're still in bed right now with your Spider-Man duvet or your Baseman duvet on, covering you up. You got your little Shadow Demon pyjamas on. Yeah, you're lying there in bed, still under the covers because it's cold out there because you can't afford the heating. Think to yourself, yeah, there's a dog out there. She's driven a car into a swimming pool because he's fucking rock and roll, yeah? He's bad to the bone. He's a bad boy, yeah? He's bad to the bone. He's out there probably nailing bitches, driving cars into swimming pools, playing aggressive solos, and you're still in bed. Okay, just, think about that. Maybe think about possibly swinging one leg out, followed by the other, slip them into your MC Trigger slippers. Yeah, it's got little sort of, I don't know, furry toy, plush toy representations of Trig on the end of each slipper. Slip them in there, go and turn the heating on. Go and put the kettle on. Get yourself some of your, I don't know what you got, mellow birds or something. Yeah, mellow birds. Spoon a couple out for the kettle. Just looking at your DJ Gov advent calendar. Just thinking you've eaten all the chocolates. You did it all in the first day, but you closed the doors back, even though there's no chocolates in it. And then look at your little DJ Gov, and it's just the same picture of him stood in front of that BMW behind every door. No chocolate anymore. It was bad chocolate as well. It wasn't good. It came from Aldi, What do you expect? Peel the door back. There he is. Sits there behind his BMW. The chocolate's gone. Kettle's boiled. Just pour that in your mellow bird. Stir it around. Pour the milk in. It milks off. Fucking milks off. All the while, there are dogs out there driving cars into swimming pools. Just getting it done. Just getting it done. He's got a little leather jacket on. Pair of shades. He's a bad boy. He's bad to the bone. He's out there humping legs. And your milk's off. It's rough, man. Look, let's have a little shoe thrower. Maybe that can, brush away some of the cobwebs. Maybe that can inspire you to whip them Shadow Demon pajamas off, get the boner of your young life, splooge all over the wall, and go out and get a goddamn job. Yeah, come on. This is the sort of inspiration that people come to this show for. Yeah, complete removal of the Shadow Demon pajamas. Yeah, quick, hairy-handed workout. Get down to the job centre. Get it done. Come on, you're an entrepreneur. You're a savage. You're a beast. Get out there. Fucking get some Gary V on the iPod. Stick your earpods up your ass and fucking pump Vaynerchuk into your colon. That'll get you sorted. That'll get you motivated. Get out there. Start slinging. Right. Cyborg Telekinesis on the Dark Fate EP. May have had this already. I'm not keeping track anymore. Right, probably the DJ Gav Advent calendar would just have done pingers behind each door. You're right, he actually invented Advent calendars. He invented Jesus. Sean Simpson saying he heard Gov did 9/11. Well, I've heard that rumour. Well, I started it. Waited all this time for the halftime bit. They considered the outro. It was deliberate. I like that. I like that. That's cool. That's kind of weird, but I like it. Guys, JBL, audio brand JBL, is crowdfunding solar-powered headphones to kill battery anxiety. Lookmar, no wires, adapter, power pack. My immediate thought on this is solar panels get pretty hot, don't they? Isn't that the sort of thing? Like, you know, those little foldy out e-doodad ones you can get for charging your phone, they get hot as a motherfucker. Like, you know, when you have it, listen, you don't want to set your barnet on fire. You don't want to set your afro on fire. Jesus. You don't want to set your, look, you've just got a fresh perm. Yeah? You're looking fly as a motherfucker. You've just had a fresh skin fade. Yeah? You're looking, oh, you've got a Luke. Yeah? Listen, you earlier in the day, no Luke. Now, you got a fresh fade at the barbers, you got a Luke. You stick on your solar-powered JBLs. Oh, it's only adding to the Luke. Then, go out in the midday sun, charge those bad boys up, listen to, I don't know, DJ Gov, probably, I guess. Sets your fucking barnet on fire. No need, but the product you got on there as well, you're a walking bloody fire hazard. Nightmare. You know, God, and then you got to take the skin fade even higher. Before you know it, you got a mohawk. Got a mohawk. Anyway, I'm registering my cynicism now. Portable audio gear has been getting cheaper, and give me the fuck off. Give me a break. The company has been working on its Reflect Eternal on-ear wireless headphones, which incorporate solar charging technology, so you can juice them up just by going outside or sitting indoors in a well-lit space. No wires necessary. It's not the worst idea I've heard, and JBL didn't go overboard on pushing the gimmick. The headphones can be fast charged over USB. The company claims 2 hours of playtime in just 15 minutes. It's all right. And the fairly reasonable price of $164 that you can get on Indiegogo for $99. The solar tech comes from a Swedish firm called Exegear, which claims to have developed a light harnessing material that can be shaped to fit just about anything, including the headband of a pair of headphones. The company has been on this for some time now. It remains to be seen if they can bring it to market, as there have been other attempts at solar charging headphones that didn't quite materialise or failed to make a splash. Despite being a major manufacturer, JBL is crowdfunding on Indiegogo. It's likely taking this approach in order to gauge customers' interest before going all in on the product, and also to hear from them during the development process. We've written to JBL to ask, and we'll update this post when we hear back. Okay, what website this is? thenextweb.com. The Reflect Eternal is set to ship next October. That's fucking ages away. And you know it'll be late. You know it'll be at least another 6 months or something. What's the fucking point? Forget about it. We were promised the future, and what have we got? A bloody Brexit extension. We should have had flying cars now. We should have had flying cars, and what have we got instead? 700 genders. It's not the same. It's not as good. You know? It's not as good. It's not what I was after. It's not what 1980s science fiction promised us. We've got jetpacks now. That's good. That's one thing. We've got jetpacks now. They're not widely available, or no one's taken them to work yet, but they are a thing. I've seen them. They look cool. Yeah, wing fucking fly business. See them fucking around in the sky in Dubai. That looks pretty gnarly. Possibly too scary for me, but you know, I'm a land dweller. You know, I ain't a bird. Yeah, what am I? Fucking chaffinch. Look, I know I'm the feathery king, but I stay on the land. Fucking saw some of my boys fighting on the beach the other day. Some of my crows. It was a bit rowdy, to be honest. Gang of crows picking on one of them. One of them had him down, his foot on his head, and the other was pecking in at him. I was in 2 months with whether or not to go and break it up, but I'll leave him to it. I'm just working out the complex hierarchy of a murder of crows. So I thought, fuck it, leave him to it. Long Dog considered going in there, but she was like, I don't know, there's a few of them. They look pretty rowdy. They're a bit razzed up, So you go in there, break it up, they all turn on you. Anyway, let's have a look at this narky stripper, what she's been up to. Doesn't look good, man. Stripper had sex with boyfriend's disabled Star Wars obsessed son and then decapitated him. That's a real roller coaster of emotion, isn't it? A stripper has been convicted of beheading her boyfriend's disabled Star Wars obsessed son after having sex with him. Rona Cheryl Mills, 43. In your bed, Long Dog. Go on, in bed. She's got an adorable pink neckerchief on at the moment. Tally, come here, actually. Come here. Here. Fuck you then. Rona Cheryl Mills, 43, was last Thursday found guilty of first-degree murder of 29-year-old Bo White at a house in Lerona, West Virginia, in April 2018. Mills, who has the phrase "special kinda crazy" tattooed across her chest, reportedly targeted Bo after having sex with him in return for drugs. Wow. This is a real shit show, isn't it? Jurors recommended that Mills serve life without mercy at a West Virginia legal term, which means prisoners must never be given parole. Damn. The exotic dancer, who has also been enjoying a relationship with Bo's dad, James, who met her while she worked at a strip club called Southern Exposure, where some dancers traded sexual favours for drugs. Sounds like a fun part of the world, man. Sounds like a fun pocket of humanity to have found yourself involved in. Bo was described by prosecutor George Silter as being an awkward, sickly shut-in who didn't have a real life, lived off a disability allowance, and loved playing with Star Wars figures. Silter added his father had introduced him to a manipulative woman. She knew Bo had a pocket full of pills and a pocket full of cash. Mills reportedly began dismembering Bo's corpse with a regular knife, only to find, quote-unquote, all that flesh and bone is hard to cut with a good knife. She then went to ask a neighbour for a chainsaw, in an apparent bid to speed up the disposal of Bo's body, only to have had her request refused. Afterwards, sheriff's deputies found Mills in a wooded area next to Bo's head. Her victim's body was lying inside his home. Fucking hell, man. She was arrested and taken to jail, only to tell deputies, "You have to let me go back to my heads." What? You have to let me go back to my heads? Mills's attorney, Sid Bell, defended the killer by trying to allege that James Mills was involved in the death. He has not faced any criminal charges, the Bluefield Daily Telegraph reported. Bell claimed the blows which killed Bo required a lot of strength to inflict. James White reportedly found his son's body before sheriff deputies did, but believed a prank was being played on him, as he was high at the time. Oh, God! What an awful series of events. You know, he'd come home off his nut. There's the beheaded corpse of your son, of your Star Wars obsessed son, is there, and you're like, fucking what's this? He's playing a prank on me. He's taking his head. Put it back on. Oh, God. Oh no, hold on a second. Oh, God. What a living hell. Dean Anderson in the comment slams them, saying, messed up, sick, twisted individuals. Well, yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe Twisted did have something to do with it. Wouldn't put it past him. David Dine says, the joy of doing drugs. Yep. That's drugs, man. That's what drugs do. Drugs, all you need to do is take 1 ounce of drugs and you will be beheading people. That's That's where ISIS get it from. They've done an ounce of drugs. Steve Perrin says, what does being a Star Wars fan have anything to do with it? What? Don't bring the Force into this! How dare you? What would Baby Yoda say? Oh! Why? Like, this would be like whenever there's anything negative in the news that someone's a vegan and it gets mentioned, all the vegans are like, this has nothing to do with veganism. But that's not it. Like, you know, vegan parents who have like vegan baby die of malnutrition or something. This has nothing to do. Why even mention that they're vegan? Why even mention it? Oh God. Steve Perrin, who says, what does a Star Wars fan have to do with anything? More than you think, Steve Perrin. His profile picture says, I am a writer, therefore I am not sane. Okay, buddy. Maybe you're a special kind of crazy too. Normally, people who are sort of openly like, I'm fucking mad, me. I am a psycho. I'm absolutely mental, are just the most benign morons ever. This woman with special kind of crazy tattooed on her chest, perhaps you might have said the warning signs were there all along. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's very accurate. Very, very accurate. Anyway, look, you know, poor lad. Looks a bit like JW. Poor lad. Anyway, you know, such is life. That's a rough series of events for all concerned. Anyway, guys, have you heard of drum and bass? Because I have, and I'd like to tell you about it. There's many, I think it's going to be a hot genre for 2020. There's at least a dozen people making it now. I think it could be the new jazz. It's not dissimilar in the oftentimes it has little direction or point, but you know, there's now a new kind of drum and bass called foghorn, and that is new. It is new. Yeah. Okay. What else we got here? Zero T remix of Puzzled by Farflow and Dusky. Let's give that a whirl. Why not? It's going cold. You'd think it'd be hard to go wrong with a Zero T remix. What are you doing? Come here. Look at her little neckerchief. Look how adorable she is. Anything to say for yourself?
Head nodding, jaw dropping, no sign of time stopping, no sign of life. We just vibe till we find solace, refine knowledge, express it but describe it honest. Pull the heartstrings, the rhythm keeps them polished. We're trying to build and not demolish. Sitting at your yard but meditating in the tropics. Welcome to the puzzle, I'm astonished. To whom we pay homage. The room became a zoo soon as the music man rocked it. Run it down to the hot lip, the top tip. Stay wary of the plot twist. Got a long trip, you can hop in if you got Riz. The bucket page, a long list. The hands keep turning, did you clock this? Active, are you clocked in? Weapon is your eyesight, the third eye's watching. Power to the people, stay wanting. So how you out here claiming life is a long thing?
Yeah, Tom Camm knows what's up. They'll stop it won't be abbreviated from foghorn to horn. It'll be abbreviated to fog. You got any fog? Got any new fog in? Yeah, got some sick fog bits, man. Cheers for that, Bildo. Ah, you're a good lad. So am I right in saying that the Threshold Christmas Party, Threshold Lobster Meetup is this Sunday in Brighton at the Wetherspoons? Am I right? We could storm Trickstar. Boy Parallax in the chat. He's up next. This is the official roll call warm up. Coffee and what? Yeah, man, that's a Zero T remix of Puzzled by Far, Flow, and Dusky. That's really cool, man. I'm pleased. It was the right decision to play that record at that time. I think everyone would be in agreement with that. You see Zero T remix come up on your feed. You think, boy, getting in on that. Anyway, forensic scientist fired for being caught having sex with corpse. I've got all the good stories today, all the nice ones, yeah? All the juicy nug-nugs. A forensic scientist has allegedly been caught in a rather awkward situation after being found having sexual intercourse with a corpse in Brazil. According to 7 News, an officer from the Department of Forensic Police walked into the autopsy room in the Institute of Legal Medicine to find Wanderlei. What? Wanderlei dos Santos Silva? Wanderlei Silva? What? UFC phenom? UFC Hall of Famer, I think, no? Pride legend, UFC legend, Wanderlei Silva is now a forensic scientist, and he's diddling the corpses. The axe murderer, Wanderlei the axe murderer Silva, is shagging corpses. Damn, son, I wouldn't fancy that. That is not a situation I would want to be in. I'm just like, going about my policey business, going about my copy business. I'll just pop down to forensics, see whether or not they got those blood results back. You walk into the morgue, look there, it's fucking Wanderlei the axe murderer Silva. Jesus Christ, looking like, man, he's a scary looking motherfucker. And he's just there, just giving it to some corpse, turns around, sees you, man, you're in trouble. That's not a situation anyone wants to find themselves in. Let's get up some that's not how you spell it. There you go. This is not someone you would like to find in a compromising situation like that, and then him to know that you're the only one who's seen. It's gonna be a no from me, champ. It's gonna be a no. Oh, Wanderlei, is he still fighting? Is he in Rising, or I don't know, somewhere where they play it fast and loose with the drug testing, or they just straight up don't? I mean, that's Rising now these days, isn't it? The Japanese one that's basically like a sort of modern day Pride, I guess. Yeah, anyway, wow, the axe murderer has been caught fucking diddling a corpse. Unbelievable. Or is just everyone is like half the population called Wanderlei Silva. Anyway, look, let's get back to this. Anyway, when Silver was caught, he reportedly ran out of the room. Oh dear. The Daily Mail reports the man was out celebrating with a mate. That's there with a mate. After his local football team won in the Continental Copa Libertadores. For whatever reason, Silver ended up back at his workplace and was drunk. It was there that he allegedly was caught in a compromising situation. You can see how it goes, can't you? You know, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that it's right, but you know, if your team's won, emotions are high. Few drinks, you know, bit of Colombian, you know, same down the road, you know. It's there, it's cheap, available, high quality. You know, you and the lads a bit pissed up. Where can we go and still drink? Okay, let's go back to the office. Let's go and have a few at work. Fuck it, why not? Well, you know, there's no girls there. You've always wondered, haven't you? Always been curious at work. You know, you're desensitised in many ways, you know, to the macabre horror of it all. So you think, wow, yeah, I mean, I've got to know, haven't I? I can't go forever and not know. Just, who's gonna find out? No one. Okay, you've had a few. You know, little, you know, just take one out of the fridge, let it warm up a little bit, get it room temperature. You know, it's better than freezing cold. You know, what are we doing here? Work your way up to freezing cold. You know, don't. You know, start room temperature. Little unzip, little flop, little out. You know, thumb her in, and before you know it, you're rumbled. Your life's over. Your career's over. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Kill them all, Vanderlei! Kill them all. No, for whatever reason, Silver ended up back at his workplace and was drunk. It was there that he was allegedly caught in the compromising position. Police have launched a necrophilia investigation. Silver could face anywhere between 1 and 3 years behind bars and a hefty fine. That's not much of a sentence, is it? Necrophilia isn't actually specified in Brazilian law. However, the offence is filed under abuse of a cadaver or its ashes. Okay. The situation was also reported to the Department of Forensic Police, and Silva, along with another colleague, were immediately fired for serious functional faults. Silva can be seen competing in Japanese MMA promotion Rizin, where the drug testing is lax and and the paychecks are high. Wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty rough. That's a naughty turn of events. All right, let's see what Barack Obama is saying, trash talking gazers. Barack Obama says men are indisputably, we're talking in absolutes here, better than men. He's worked it out. He's looked at the data. It's pretty clear. Barack Obama has raised some eyebrows after explaining that women are by far the superior gender. The former US president was speaking at a private event in Singapore on leadership and explained his views on who should be running the world. Now, women, I just want you to know, you're not perfect, but what I can say, pretty indisputably, is that you're better than us, man. He's trolling. He's doing it. He's doing it for pun. I'm absolutely confident that for 2 years, if every nation on earth was run by women, I would see a significant improvement across the board on just about everything, living standards and outcomes. What's he doing? He's just looking over at Michelle, giving her a little wink. She's just like, yeah, all right, mate. All right, pal. All right, you're right. And how much are you getting paid for this? There are loads of women in leadership positions all around the world, including New Zealand's Jacinda? Yeah. Jacinda Ardern, Germany's Angela Merkel, Finland's Sanna Marin, Taiwan's Tsai Ing-wen, and many more. Obama then threw shade at some male leaders when he was asked about whether or not he'd ever return to politics. If you look at the world and look at the problems, it's usually old people, usually old men not getting out of the way, okay? It's important for political leaders to try and remind themselves that you are there to do a job, like droning Afghanistani children. like not shutting down Guantanamo Bay, like killing more people than Bush. But you're not there for life. You're not there in order to prop up your own sense of self-importance or your own power. Fucking, that's a bit fucking rich, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Like, while Obama could hardly be considered old when he was only 58, he makes a good point about people not making way for the younger generation. Because the younger generation are fucking morons! The reason old people are in charge, they got life experience. It takes a bloody long time to work your way up to the top. You don't just get up to the highest echelons of government, like, overnight. It doesn't work like that. Back in October this year, Obama made a speech warning about the rise of woke culture. Being woke means that you're up to date and aware of racial or social discriminations and injustice. Well, it's not quite that specific. It's a slightly more broad term than that. Anyhow, we'll let Stuart Perry off the hook with that. He told an audience in Chicago, I get a sense among certain young people on social media that the way of making change is to be as judgmental as possible about other people. If I tweet or hashtag about you, about how you didn't do something right or used the wrong verb, then I can sit back and feel pretty good about myself because, man, did you see how woke I was? I called you out. That's enough, he said. If all you're doing is casting stones, you're probably not going to get that far. Wow, he giveth, he taketh away, you know? Damn, that's I'm unexpected fucking shot across the bow with the SJWs there from Mr. Barack Obama. How long have we got left? 51. All right, come on, look. Let's have another bit of gear. Let's have another little naughty nugget. What have we got? Okie dokie, come on. There's that Scream Arts bit. There's another one. Titans. Let's do it. Titans by Scream Arts. This is it's it. Leviathan by Scream Arts this is on Bad Taste Recordings, which quite frankly is the assurance of quality you need. Here we go. Oh, the Trickstar Android app that I made is out now, which is the sort of foundations of the Threshold app. If anyone fancies downloading that on Google Play, and if you find any bugs, which I'm sure there are many, let me know. I posted a link there in the YouTube chat. That's Scream Arts with Leviathan on Bad Taste. This is a naughty EP, actually. It's that Extra Mundane track is on there. Also, title track, Titans. With a kind of, I presume, a sort of Cthulhu character on the artwork, which is a bit of fun. Anyway, guys, listen, end of the show. Parallax is up next. Will his internet work? Will it work? Nobody knows. Probably. I'm going with probably. He had a man in. He got a man in. Fiddle with his cables. Adjust his settings. And get it done. Aside from that, thank you to everyone that's supporting VIP-wise. You are good humans, even if you choose to live your life in a way that I do not agree with. Thank you, everyone that is supporting it. Without you, we couldn't exist. That is how it works. Guys, thank you, Greg Cornford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matty Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, John Finison, BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief, Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, James Parry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Swimington, Ian, the Man is Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, Guy With No STDs. NMC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elton, Mr. Pope, Tom, Progressive, Sidetrons, actually Superior Drum, Bass, Chris Breaks, The Build, Odin, basically full of DJ, and Jeremy Flaxis, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dab Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Rankin makes uplifting vocals, Sidetrons, Under the LS, Cosmic Waff, Keep You Cool, Tall and Motorboard, but Don't Let You Meet, Loaf, Nick Brock, Sean Simpson, Robin Card, to You Downer, Sarah Hunt, The Hitchmus, L Tech, Will Lay, Ben Virgo, Den Tweedley, Post Salazar, Big Watch, Mighty Danny, Nick Fleming, Carl Lewis, Gordon and Liz, Tom Skipper, unfortunately, it's George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudia Loveschmidt, Benny Stromroche, Timid, John Forsyth Anderson, Pearson Godlight, MC Hammer, Danny, Your Mum, Lynn Large Base, Big 8, Chapter 13, Grant Shepherd, Death Disco, Jimmy Bud. Cheers, guys. You're a wonderful bunch, and without you, I would be nothing. So if you leave me, I'm over. I'm done. That I will cease to exist. I will be like in Back to the Future, where suddenly you go back and watch old Coffee and Memes videos, and it'll just be an empty seat. You think, maybe he was AI all along. Maybe. Was he just a figment of our imagination? I mean, thinking about it, it was kind of weird. Weird looking, weird sounding. Surely no normal human being would carry on like that. The things he said were deeply problematic. Maybe he never existed. That would be nice. Maybe. Parallax now, from 11 till 12, on Threshold.fm. The roll call. Tune in, because you've nothing better to do. Goodbye.